Today, you're going to see exactly what I get with Instacart and DoorDash for the day. So you guys are this is like kind of a vlog. Might talk to you about other stuff I'm doing today. But basically, I'm on Instacart and DoorDash all day long. Hi guys, Ashley from ashcashbudget here. If you're new to this channel, I am currently following the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I'm on baby step number 2, paying off about $42,000 in debt. It is a nice day outside and it's not too hot. It's not cold anymore right now. We've been having some cold snaps here and there, and it's a nice spring day, but it's gonna start getting hot here soon. I thought I would try out my new tripod. Maybe I'll show you guys what that looks like. It was actually a birthday present that my mom got me. It just took us a while to find something. Well, she found it finally, something within her price range that she could get me because I really wanted a new tripod. So thank you, Mom. I had today off from my regular job, so I actually signed up for as many hours as I could. You can only work 12 hours at a time for Instacart. So I got 7 a.m. when they start to 9 a.m. and then I got 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. For DoorDash, I decided to do something a little different because they actually had a scheduled shift available from like 11 a.m. to 10:30, which 10:30 is the ending time here. But I saw suggested ideas that maybe, especially when you're running double apps, to sign up for multiple time slots instead of like the whole day. That way, if it's not busy and I can't just dash now, when it's busy, your app will turn pink or red and you can just dash right then at any time. But if that's not possible, then you need to have scheduled hours. So I thought I would go ahead and break up those hours. So I did 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., and then 4:30 to 9:30 p.m. So that last one is a 5-hour shift there. So I just kind of broke it up in case if I have to get off to do an Instacart order, I can do that and still have scheduled shifts later on. It is 10:40 right now. I have not gotten another order from Instacart, but I did get one this morning. And so I'm just waiting until 11 to go live with DoorDash as well. Let me tell you about the one order I got this morning from Instacart. I arrived at Albertsons at 8:41 and I dropped off to the customer at 9:24. Basically, it took me like 30-40 minutes to shop, and then deliver to her took about 15 minutes. Now, typically, let me tell you that Instacart does not suggest for you to go inside of people's houses, but I did feel comfortable. She was an older woman and she said she's been having some health issues. So I did take some of her stuff inside. She was a sweet old lady, and I actually did get tipped $5 in cash. And cash tips I find are kind of rare with Instacart just because they usually tip in the app if they tip. This order was 19 items and 20 units. That means there was multiple units of one of the items. It was paid $12.14. That was $7.79 from Instacart themselves, which includes mileage, 60 cents per mile. They paid $7.79 and she had a certain percentage for the tip. So before it was $4.53 for the tip, but because of order adjustments like less weight on something, things like that, or something cost a little bit less, it actually came down to $4.35. But then plus that $5 cash tip, I actually made $17.14 for that order. And now it's been another 45 minutes that I have been online and I have not received anything yet. So I'll just keep you guys updated throughout the day. I need to do my cash stuffing. Hopefully I can get that done before I do get an order because I need to get some gas. So I kind of want to get that cash stuffed before. I'm going to be able to use this tripod for that as well. And I have been using Stride to track my miles, and since I do kind of live on the outskirts of town, not like the deep outskirts, but it's the edge of town, if I look at what Stride told me, I did 21.04 miles going to the store, to the customer, and then back home. So that's kind of when I start my miles, is when I leave to go do an order, or for wherever I am. I might not be at home if I leave to go do an order, and then until I get back home. So that might include multiple trips. That might include DoorDash and Instacart at the same time. And then as soon as I'm done and I have downtime between orders, that's when my mileage stops. According to Stride, that is a deduction of $12.20. So that's about the amount that I actually got paid from Instacart for the order. Now, it's not always like that, of course. Multiple orders might be lumped in with the miles, but I'll be able to tell you kind of the miles throughout my day and that kind of deduction that I'm getting versus what I'm getting paid. So stay tuned as we go through my day and see just how many I can get working a full day on Instacart and DoorDash together. This is the tripod extended fully. So it's actually pretty tall. I'm guessing about 5 feet. So this is really cool. I'm very thankful my mom found a great one. So not only is it this tripod, one of these legs unscrews to become a monopod, and then the coolest feature is this, that I can now do overhead shots. So if you see, this piece came out, and then this is the hole to make it go up and down, and then there's another hole here to go straight out, and I could do overhead shots for you guys with all of the overhead stuff that I film. Now it won't be slightly at an angle. Hopefully I can get it straight on now. So that's pretty cool. I might have to put like a weight back here. It's all a learning curve, but there's so many cool things that I think I can do with this tripod. It is amazing. Sorry for my shadow there. Hi. I love it. For those of you that don't do Instacart, I just wanted to show you how much this gives me anxiety. This noise here just scares me. It looks like $14.55. I can't show you anything to do with their address. Looks like there's no tip, but sometimes they add tips after. It's 30 items, 38 units, and it says 8.1 miles. Now that's from the store to the customer's house. 14 bucks for 30 items is not a whole lot, but it's already 134, and I haven't seen anything since the order this morning, so I am going to accept it and head out. They do live kind of close to my house, so even though it's kind of far from the store, it should work out. Sorry for the glare there. I've not gotten any DoorDash orders. That shift is just ended now because it's 1:35. I decided to stop for the gas, and I started up my Stride app so that I can track the mileage. So I'm getting this gas, and then I'm going down to Sprouts. From batch acceptance to drop off, it was an hour and a half. From shopping to drop off, it was about an hour and 5 minutes. But the great thing about this is I was hoping that she would update her tip, because that's sometimes the way that people do it in order for people to get better paid. So she actually added her tip afterwards. So that $14.55 order turned into $27.55 because she added a $10 tip, and I got a quality bonus for that. So that definitely made that worth it. And so for that trip, my Stride app says it was 17.49 miles, which is a write-off of $10.15 for that one. I just got a DoorDash order, and then right after that, I got another Instacart order. So I am going to accept this. I'm going to go get the DoorDash order, get it delivered, and then go to Sprouts to shop this one. There's 17 items. It says it's $14.76, but if you see, it's only $9.76 from Instacart and a $5 tip, as long as they keep the tip. And it's about 6 miles, but it brings me kind of closer to my house again. I had just stopped at my house. I had actually been sitting outside for 20 minutes because I'm a weirdo like that. I was sitting in my car, and right as I was coming inside, I got that DoorDash order, and then this just came in. So I'm going to accept this, go do the DoorDash order, pick that up, drop that off, go to Sprouts, and we'll see where it goes from there. So it says pick up by 3:54. It's 3:40 right now. Got that Instacart order done. I won't be able to tell you like if the amounts have changed until later. It takes about 30 minutes to come in. It's 5:12 right now. I finished at 5:10. The DoorDash thing has bugged out on me before, and right now it tried to send me an order, and when I clicked on it, it just sent me to like a blank screen saying looking for orders, and that was popping up right as I was delivering, so I would have gladly gone and taken a DoorDash order. Now I'm not sure when it's gonna pop up again. This just hit my earnings, and I did get a $3 quality bonus. So the tip stayed the same, but I got a bonus. So instead of $14.76, it is now $17.76 for that. And if you can see here, I started shopping at 4:22 and dropped it off at 5:11. That's just when I get back in my car and can swipe delivered. So that was like 30 minutes of shopping and like 15 minutes of delivering roundabout for $17.76. I went and did the one DoorDash order earlier, which was $8.19. And then I went to do the Instacart order. For both of those orders, Stride says that I went 21.17 miles total, and that is a write-off of $12.28. It's dark. I'm in my car. I finally got another order around, it looks like it was like 7:55 because I screenshotted this because I couldn't get on the camera because I had to hurry up and eat my dinner and then get to this. So it was at Uno's, which my sisters actually work there, and I had just missed my sister, but apparently she took this order over the phone. It was guaranteed of $7.28, so that just means that's what DoorDash will guarantee to pay you. So I wanted to show you guys this screen, so I screenshotted this as well. But the tip that she paid took me to $2.41 over guarantee. Now, I know DoorDash pays at least $1 per delivery, and then the guaranteed amount is basically tips, or if somebody doesn't tip, then DoorDash will pay that extra amount. Or if they say their guaranteed amount is $7 and somebody tips $2, then DoorDash will pay $1 plus $4 to make it up to the guaranteed amount. So this person was actually very kind and tipped, I'm guessing, since it came out to $9.69, she must have tipped $8.69, and then DoorDash only gave me $1 for that. But that was awesome. So, see there, $8.41. That actually took me like 50 minutes. I had to wait at Uno's for like 5-10 minutes to wait for their pizza to come out, but overall, I think they were very satisfied. Glad I finally got another order since it's been a couple hours. I pulled up to my house. It hasn't been too long. So this is a Wendy's just kind of down the street, $8.94, and their house is just a little bit past my house. So I think this will be an easy $9. And hopefully I can get something else. I'm on shift with Instacart until 10, and I'm on shift with DoorDash till 9:30. And if it's busy, maybe I can go until 10:30. That's what time they finish. But I'm going to accept this order and head out. This is Stride. The last two orders of DoorDash that I had, it was a total of 25.803 miles, which is a write-off of about $14.97. What I do like about this is that they will put together like an Excel file at the end of the year with all of your mileage deductions and any other deductions that you might have. Now, I count DoorDash and Instacart together because I guess since they are the same type of service, even though I get a $10.99 from each of them, you can do one Schedule C for both of them because it's both delivery, is what my understanding is. So really, those last two orders, I've been running the clock for an hour and 45 minutes. My DoorDash is done. It's not red, so I'm not able to pick up any more hours. Well, I should always expect that if I start heating up food, which I was just doing, that I would get an order. So here's an order from McDonald's, $7.69. It's actually not too far. So hopefully this is an easy one. It's only 3 items, 4 miles. I see that information at the top, but I don't want to show, anybody's information. So I had logged in at 11:30 and it's 11:55 right now. So I waited about 25 minutes. Oh, it's so nasty outside. Normally you can see the mountain range, or beautiful mountain range over there. Nothing but dirt in the sky. This is spring out here, guys. I forgot to catch the screen that said I made over minimum, so I actually made $11 for that one. And right down the street from where I was going to drop the food off, found this sweet girl on the road. So I'm going to call her owners right now and see what I can do with her. Her name is Tam. Good girl, Tam. I got her taken back home to her dad. He didn't even notice she was gone, so he was really, really thankful that I found her and called him. I forgot to stop tracking miles on my Stride, so I went ahead and went back and I deleted those miles. And what I did was I went onto Google Maps and I said from my starting point, my house, to the McDonald's, to the customer, back to my house, and that was 6.7 miles. So I was able to, there's a thing in Stride where you say, I forgot to track miles, and you can enter your mileage there, and it'll do the same thing for you. Oh boy, I'm telling you, this gives me so much anxiety. Just started my shift at 2. Sitting in my car, organizing my receipts, because you need to keep them for like 3 months afterwards. So that's a tip. If you do this stuff, keep all of your receipts for a couple months. Let's see. 57 items. No wonder it's so expensive. So the Instacart's only paying $19.80. 57 items is quite a lot. It seems like a lot of fruits and vegetables. I don't know if this is going around because nobody wants to take it for the price that they're offering it for. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. This one was a full cart full. So I have these 2 bags full. This stuff is cold stuff. And I'm going to have to use my little cart when I get there to take everything. Hopefully you can hear me over these ridiculous winds. I am in my car again. So here's the ending strain. I got an order around 5:05 for DoorDash. It paid out $6.94. I went to Uno's again. I'll just say that it was good because it was a quick, easy one, I think. And then while I was at Uno's, I actually almost missed an order for Instacart because of the reception, of course. But they sent it to me again, and right now the reception's not too good with this. They sent it to me again, so now I have an Instacart order. I'm going to go shop. I'm going to go back to Sprouts. It tried to send me another Dash right now, but of course it glitched out. Great. This is the Instacart order from earlier. The only adjustment was this was percentage based, so since some of the items were a little heavier, it just bumped it up from $8.92 to $9.19. So the total was $28.99. Did take me about 2.5 hours from start to finish. I accepted at 2, left my house right away, and I got back to my house around 4:30. So was the $28.99 worth it? Kind of, only because it's so slow here, but it really just depends on your area and everything. It did take quite a while, and there was a lot of weighing of vegetables and bulk items and stuff. This is the one that we're going to shop right now, $16.04, which is a $12.52 Instacart payment and a $3.52 tip, 24 items, 4.6 miles. That's including a 1 peak boost. So let's see how long it takes me to do that. I had to pause my DoorDash because they did try to send me like another offer. I paused it, and you can only pause it for like 35 minutes before you're like kicked off. So I opened it back up a little bit before, like I had a couple items to pick up, and I haven't gotten anything since then. But I just dropped off the Instacart order, and I got another one right away. Now the problem with this one, so $10.10 Instacart payment and $14.94 tip, which is cool. $25.04 for 22 items and only 2.2 miles. That seems pretty cool, as long as that tip sticks. So let's see how it is. Let's do this. The one before, the first one that I had dropped off, I'm still waiting for that second one to come in with the larger tip. This one was $16.05 unless I get like a quality bonus, and quality bonuses can come in a few days afterwards, so you never know when it could be added on later on. The customer tip went up by 1 penny because of order adjustments, so that's like weight and stuff. Instacart paid me $11.52 plus a $1 peak boost. Sorry if this is all confusing. It's a little confusing for me too. So when I was just about finished with that order, I was at Albertsons, and I got a DoorDash order for Whataburger, which is right down the street from Albertsons. So I quickly finished up my Instacart order with Albertsons. I packed up my car, went down to Whataburger, picked up that food, dropped that off since that's hot food, and then immediately went down to drop off the Instacart food. So that Whataburger order was $6.78. And unless it turns red again, which I doubt it, I probably won't get any more for DoorDash. With all that running around, 2 Instacart orders and 1 DoorDash order, it was 30.59 miles which is a deduction of about $17.74. And if you see, it was 3 hours. This last one that I just dropped off hit my earnings. His tip did stick, but because of order adjustments, I did have to refund an item that was not there and that he did not want a replacement for. So it brought the tip down to $14.09, but it stuck. And I actually got a quality bonus. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to talk about the quality bonus, so I'm not going to explain it too much. But I did get a quality bonus from that. The total earnings for this came out to $27.19 in the end. And according to the times, I accepted it at 6:24, dropped it off at 7:42. So that's that's almost an hour and 20 minutes. Plus, I had that DoorDash order that I dropped off between finishing my shopping and dropping it off to him. So really, $27 for that hour and 20 minutes is awesome. To compare, not only did I make a little bit of extra money dropping off that DoorDash as well, this was 22 items, 37 units, and that came out to $27.19. While the order just before, where as soon as I had dropped it off, I got this order, it came out to $16.05, and it took about an hour and 12 minutes, and it was 24 items and 37 units. So there was only 2 items more, same amount of units. And look at that pay difference, $16.05 versus $27.19. Now, part of it is definitely that tip, because let's compare what Instacart paid. So Instacart actually did pay $11.52 plus $1, and the tip was a little less. But notice he tipped a little bit more on this to begin with, and Instacart only paid $10.10. And then they had to pay the quality bonus in the end. So just to show you like the changes in orders, even though they are the same amount of items and everything, and it took me about the same amount of time, which actually this one took a little bit less time if you consider the fact that I took a little detour, and I made $11 more. I'm hoping that the wind kind of behaves for a little bit, but I wanted to record outside to end this off for you guys. It's been a couple weeks now, but I'm going to wrap everything up. I have a bunch of stuff here. I'll try not to look at it too much, but I wanted to kind of add everything up for you guys, just to let you guys know how exactly Instacart and DoorDash for those 2 days ended up being. For the first day, I did 3 orders with Instacart as well as 3 orders with DoorDash. For Instacart, I was actually signed up for 14 hours and 23 minutes, but my active time, which was the actual time I was spent being on an order from the time I accepted to the time that I delivered, was 4 hours and 28 minutes. I had 2 quality bonuses. That would be a total of $6. With that, my total for Instacart was $57.45. I also got a $5 cash tip, so that actually brought me up to $62.45. For my DoorDash, those 3 orders, I was actually online for 9 hours. Those 3 orders brought me $26.82. That means my total for the first day for both platforms together was $89.27. For my gas, I actually used the free app Stride. My total mileage came out to 85.5 miles. Stride estimates how much that will be in tax deductions, so that 85.5 miles would be a $49.60 deduction. When you deduct that from my pay for the day, the $89.27, you actually end up with $39.67 as the actual taxable income. So really, I only am liable to pay taxes for that $39, and that's kind of how that works out. Now, I'm not a tax professional, so don't listen to me, but that's from what I can see, because really, mostly the only thing I'm going to be deducting is mileage, unless I buy anything for these jobs. And when I looked at my tank, it was about a fourth of a tank of gas, which is about $9 or $10. That's pretty much the amount that I would spend to go to my normal job a city over, is about a quarter of a tank getting there and back. The second day, I also did 3 orders for Instacart and 3 orders for DoorDash. So again, it was actually the exact same amount of orders, 6 orders total. For Instacart, I was online this time for 8 hours versus the 14.5. And I was working for 4 hours and 43 minutes, which the day before was about 4.5. So that's about the same. The active time is about the same, but this time I was only signed up for 8 hours versus 14.5 hours. And this time with Instacart, I think when I was talking to you guys with the vlog, I only had 1 quality bonus at the time. You have a few days to get those kind of things, so I actually ended up with the second one for that second day. With that, it brought my total up to $75.23 with Instacart for the day, which is actually almost $13 more than the day before for just like 15 minutes more of work and the same amount of orders. For DoorDash, I was online this time for 6 hours instead of 9, and the second day I made $24.72. So that's only like $2 less than the day before, 3 orders both days, so it's about the same. My mileage was 51.69 miles for the second day. It's about 34 miles less than the day before. So really, this means that my deductible amount for the second day was $29.98, which is almost $20 less than the day before. I really kind of wanted to make $100 each of these 2 days. The first day was a little under $10. The second day ended up being $99.95, so I was 5 cents off from that $100 goal, which I've never really hit $100, I think, in a day. I might have gotten pretty close before, but really, with these 2 days, plus one other day I worked Instacart that week, I actually got my biggest paycheck from Instacart. They pay you every single week, so that actually ended up being the most I've had from them so far. Just to kind of show you guys, a lot of times it's really slow. A lot of times I don't make this much, so it was actually really good, and I got pretty close to $100 in both days. So that $99.95 minus the $29.98 for the tax deduction, my taxable amount comes out to $69.97. And because I went slightly less, it was a little bit less than a quarter of a tank this time around, so maybe about $7 spent for gas for that day. I think it really all depends on the city you're in. You can have a city where you might get back-to-back orders for the whole time that you're on shift. I've seen it happen for people. For me, in this city, and even in the city that I work in, I rarely ever will take a special trip to go out there anymore for just Instacart and DoorDash. But if I already know I'm going to be out there and I can schedule some hours or hop on DoorDash in between some other work hours, I can do that. And even there, it's kind of hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes I'll get some back-to-back orders, and sometimes nothing. It's definitely worth a try. It's really all up to you. I will try to leave my referral links down below. I'm not sure if it works outside of my region or not, but we'll see. I do suggest it for people that might not have jobs, that will allow them to get side hustles that kind of work into their normal schedule. With my job, since it is so variable and all over the place, I can't go and get like a second job where I know I can have those hours for sure. This leaves me with a lot of flexibility where I can cancel hours the day before if I end up having to work, and I can just work around my personal schedule. That's why I have chosen this to do as my sort of side hustle. They're relatively new to my city still. There's a lot of people still learning about it and finding out about these services. So hopefully as time goes on, maybe it'll pick up a little bit more. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you do Instacart or DoorDash, let me know how it is where you live, how busy you can stay with it. Hopefully there can be future videos, maybe another vlog if you guys like driving along with me and showing you guys what I've done for the day whenever I'm signed up for like a whole day of Instacart and DoorDash and you guys are curious. Let me know. I'll try to bring you some more, and maybe in the future I can also break it down some more for you guys as far as the financial aspects. But I hope these numbers that I brought you today make sense and help you decide if this is a viable side hustle for you. I think Stride is pretty good because it will tell you how much to set aside, and it seems pretty easy for the type of thing that this is. It will tell you how much to put aside, give you an estimate how much you should put aside for your taxes, so that way you have that money ready. And it tells you week by week, put this much aside for this week because you have made this amount and you're getting this amount deducted. Did you see that? At the moment, because I'm kind of going a little gazelle intense, I am not putting any money away. I'm going kind of off of how my taxes were this year. If I don't have my debt paid off quite by tax season and I seem to owe a lot, then I'll start putting some of my own money aside. But I want to see how much debt I can try to pay off as quick as I can with this extra side hustle money. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on how much taxes it's telling me I should probably be paying next year for these side hustles, just to make sure I don't go over a certain amount. Or if I have paid off my debt, then I can start putting money towards that. I'll of course put the links up above to subscribe and another video that YouTube will suggest for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. The cats are enjoying their time outside right now while I do this. I'm just trying to keep an eye on them right now.